Hello and welcome back to another episode of the March to Rocktober, and today is what this has all been about. We have taken the 2025 Colorado Rockies all the way into the World Series. And not only that, we've done it by taking down the toughest competition in our run through the playoffs, and we've swept our way here so far. 2-0 in the wild card, 3-0 in the division series, 4-game sweep in the NLCS, and that's gotten us to where we are right now, taking on the Minnesota Twins in the World Series. What a weird World Series matchup too, Twins Rockies. So as I always like to do when we start a new postseason series, we're gonna check in on the Twins. And the first thing you see, 85-77 was their regular season record. We have only faced teams so far in the postseason who have won at least 100 games. The Twins though won less than us. We have home field advantage for the first time in this postseason run, and it's in the World Series. Their overall team rank is 13th, but I almost feel like that's a little misleading because broken down, they're the 12th best contact team, 7th best in power, 8th best in pitching. It's the defense and speed that drag it down, but really, I kind of feel like those are the two least important ranking categories, so I feel like it makes sense that they've been able to make it here. It also looks like as a team so far this postseason, they're batting .308 with a .527 slug and an ERA under 3. By comparison, I mean, our ERA has been crazy, but our hitting is nowhere near what they've been doing. It's actually kind of funny looking at my rankings now. Defense and speed are our two best. But what are they throwing at us here? What does their roster look like? At a glance, I mean, you only got 190 overall. You got a few 70s, and you even have a 69 overall. A starter in the World Series, not even a 70 overall. I don't even know if I have that. All right, but let's take a look. Let's see what they did. Willie Castro as their leadoff guy. He was a 20 homer guy, 274 average, 335 on base. Nothing crazy there, but that's a solid year. Jose Miranda actually put together what looks like a solid-ish year too. Almost 20 homers, 268 average. Correa is their star. His potential actually went up at age 30, it looks like. 39 doubles, 20 homers, 300 average, 876 OPS. I mean, still not insane. We've seen some insane seasons. Royce Lewis, the first guy to hit over 30 home runs. Wallner hit 21. Buxton didn't even do that great. You'd think he would have had a good season to lead this team to where they are. I mean, it is a good season, don't get me wrong, but it's not like, you know. And then bottom three in the order, nothing too impressive here, although it kind of looks like Ryan Jeffers is having a good playoff run. The bench is full of sub 70 overall guys, so there's nobody even on here that's like, okay, if they play, we got to keep an eye on them. So then how about their pitching? I think it was their best ranked asset on the team. You got Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan, Bailey Ober, 380 plus overalls. Chris Paddock at a 76, we'll be seeing him too. Lopez with a solid year. I feel like he is always on the tougher end to hit though with his pitch mix. Joe Ryan too, also good pitch mix. Not a crazy good season. I mean, not a bad season. Again, it's just like everyone we're looking at here, they're just solid. But it also is everyone's solid. So like, no wonder they got here. Everyone's contributing. Bailey Ober though, okay, that ERA sneaks over 4 for him, 4.5. And then Chris Paddock, kind of same deal. So nothing like, you know, nothing too frightening from the starting pitchers. I know they're gonna have one arm at the back end of this bullpen to worry about. He's not even the closer though. Griffin Jax is the closer, which he too, tough pitch mix. 99 velo, 238 ERA, and 50 saves. The guy I was talking about was Duran. His ERA got up over 4.5 though, but he's still gonna be tough to face. Outlier fastball on legend difficulty. You could be a 50 overall, but if you got that going for you, you're at least gonna be somewhat tough. No lefties though. Anywhere up and down this bullpen, actually anywhere in the whole pitching staff. It is a completely right-handed pitching staff. So with that in mind, after how good he was last episode when I brought him off the bench, I was thinking about actually starting Hunter Goodman in right field over Zach Veen, because Zach Veen has had a rough go of it. But if we know we're only going to be facing right-handed pitching, I mean, that's what Hunter Goodman is the weakest at. So I don't know, man. It would feel weird to start Hunter Goodman over him, and on top of that, you're getting a worse fielder out there. So you know what? I'm not even going to change anything. I'm not even going to move them down in the order. Obviously, what we've been doing has been working because we have not lost yet. And I think with that, we're ready to go here. They're giving me a 2-0 lead in game 1 of the World Series. We are going to have a jam to work out of, though. Twins have 2 on, only 1 out. I hope this doesn't translate in game, but when I started this recording, it showed the City Connect logo. I thought we were going to be having our special jerseys, but now that's gone. All right, but here we go. Game 1. Let's get the job done. You know, I actually wasn't paying attention before I loaded in, but that team comparison thing said that the only 2 losses that the Twins had was those 2 games they lost in the ALCS against the Mariners. And on top of that, they're scoring over 7 runs per game. So like what on paper should be the easiest matchup yet that we've had in the playoffs doesn't really look like it's gonna be. But why am I paused here? I want to look at what's happened to get us to this point in the game. We have 2 potential base stealers getting thrown out, and then on our side it's Tolia with a 2-run homer. That's our offense. Doyle also has a double. He's 2 for 2. Bradley Blaylock, our guy, 5 1/3 so far, 8 punch outs, but we got to work out of the jam. Obviously, best thing we can do here is try and roll him into a double play. That could be our double play. Tovar's got it. 31 speed. We do exactly what we need to do. Because what else is Bradley Blaylock going to do on the mound? I mean, and now just like that, man, we just have a 2-run lead with 4 innings to go. Which, again, with how our pitching has been, should be enough to get the job done. I mean, technically, with our ERA being, what, 121? It will be enough to get the job done. But we're not going to rest on that, obviously. We're gonna add on. Ooh. So the timing's good, which is fine. That's a good starting point to have in the first at bat of the game. Well, and now the PCI is about as good as it can be, and the timing's late. Interesting. How about we take both of those at bats, shove them together, and let's see Doyle do something. Or we'll take a walk. Don't even get the chance to shove them 2 at bats together, or whatever I was saying. Okay, Tolia. Tolia is the one to shove the 2 at bats together and get a perfect swing. A little bit of lift would have been nice, though, with 2 outs. Now we need someone else to come through, and I think that someone else right here is Zach Veen. I mean, if there was ever a point to break out of your slump, 2 on, 2 outs is the time. Come on, though, man. You can picture this. You can picture this story. Rookie, struggling, 1 for 30, whatever he is up to this point in the playoffs. Then he puts it all together in the World Series. Delivers for the team. Or I'll pop up the fastball right down the middle on a 3-2 count. Nothing has changed for Veen. All right, well, Blaylock's staying out there. No reason to take him out. Still got plenty of energy. Going really good. We got to get him to that 10 strikeout mark. There we go, just like that. 3 pitches. There we go. Slider doing work, man. Back-to-back strikeouts on that pitch. There's our 10 strikeouts. Come on, give me it. Oh, I was trying to get the lefty too on that slider. Curveball, though, gets the grounder. You know Tovar's gonna handle that. That is 7 scoreless in the World Series, in his World Series debut for Bradley Blaylock. I don't want to speak too soon, man, but no hitter probably deserves any sort of accolades for this postseason run. No postseason MVP, no World Series MVP if we win it. It should go to the pitching, and it should just somehow go to the entire pitching staff, specifically the starters, because every game it seems like the starter is taking us into the 8th inning so that we don't have to use our weaker bullpen arms. We can just go straight to the Brant Herders, the Dennis Santanas, even the Tyler Kinleys. And that could get over his head. He got a bad jump. All right, Thairo Estrada doing his thing, turning on it for a double. Now it's going to bring up, oh, well, after the pitching change, we know it's going to be a righty. But that's going to bring up Sam Hilliard, who must be thankful that Zach Veen is doing so bad, because he himself is having a pretty rough time too. God, okay, so that splitter's made me look dumb. 2 pitches in a row right down the middle. And then, of course, he goes something a little harder up at the top of the zone. I'm never going to get to it. Come on, guys. We can't let this Thairo Estrada leadoff double go to waste. Stop with that pitch. I mean, you gotta wait for the fastball, and the fact that this splitter is like right belt high, it messes with me. And then there I am late on the fastball, right where it looks like the splitter's going before you realize it's a splitter. I missed. Okay, didn't feel like I did. I might have been out in front of that one too. Wow. He struck me out 3 times in a row coming in from the bullpen. I thought it was just going to be Duran and Griffin Jacks I was going to have to worry about out of the bullpen. Add Cole Sands to that list. All right, well, Blaylock is down into the yellow, but we're going to leave him in. Okay, and he's going to reward me for leaving him in by giving up a solo leadoff shot to Buxton, leaving the slider right over the plate when I don't think I didn't get a perfect release. I'm pretty sure I did everything right, and that must have just ended up in the absolute worst spot on the par he could have. That's also 7 home runs for Buxton. I should have paid more attention to how these guys were doing in the postseason. I was looking at all their regular season stats, forgot to look at their postseason numbers. All right, well, homer allowed, and now 2 lefties due up in the rest of this inning. It's Brant Herter time. And that is the best possible strikeout right there. 3 pitches, take 2 strikes, swing at the ball. And ooh, okay, we're still good. We're still gonna make that play. Wasn't expecting contact on a swing like that. And he actually turned on the sinker, but it's just a 1 pitch out then. Great job from Brant Herter. I don't like only having a 1-run lead though, trying to close it out, so let's do something here in the bottom half. If there was ever a time where an insurance run feels needed, I feel like I need one right now to feel secure, and we got to do it against Duran. And man, if I was having trouble hitting the last guy's splitter, good luck me. Yep, you know it's coming and you still can't do anything about it because you got to be ready for the outlier fastball. It's automatic. It is literally automatic. There's nothing I'm seeing, at least, that you can pick up the fact that it's a splitter and knock the fastball out of his hand. So I'm going to swing and miss at that all day if he keeps putting it right there. And then, of course, you get the fastball. I'm not ready for that either because I'm seeing so many splitters. That one's just a taunt. That one is the game taunting me. Oh, you want the fastball down the pipe? Here. Can't do anything with that anyway. There we go. There's the fastball, and it's gonna be 2. I'm early though. I'm early on the fastball. So what that tells me is maybe I don't need to be so dialed in for it, and then maybe that would help me slow the bat down enough to hit the splitter if I get another one. That was a weird looking splitter. That almost looked like a backdoor slider to me or something. I don't know, man. I just know we gotta trust Dennis Santana to finish this one out. I mean, Santana still has not allowed anything, but he has had himself some shaky moments. He does have a blown save too without even allowing an earned run. And hey, I will take that to start. 1 pitch, 1 out on a weak pop fly. And 2 pitches, 2 outs on a ground ball to third. I'm liking this. Let's keep it as easy as possible. There we go. We did it. A 3-pitch inning to pick up a save in the World Series with a 1-run lead. Well, I never feel good about that. I never feel good about a game where I load in with the lead, don't score myself, but then still win. And it's especially made worse when the other team does score. So if it was just straight up what we did in the innings we played, I would have lost that one. Doesn't instill a whole lot of confidence going forward, but it's another win in a row, which I think brings our streak up to 10, right? And if we keep that up, this will be our last home game. We don't want to see Coors Field again because that'll mean a game 6. And surprise, surprise, the game's given me a deficit this time. And wow, it's not even me with the runners on base. I feel like usually it's whatever the losing team is the team that has something going. Not this time. Game saw that I couldn't put anything together, so they're gonna make me do it all on my own here in an inning less too. Actually though, before I hop straight into the game, I did remember I was saying I wanted to do this. I wanted to look at their actual postseason stats. So if we sort by average, look at this, dude. 4 guys batting over 300, and then we got a 293 right there too. 18 runs batted in for Jose Miranda, 26 hits. That's got to be approaching record territory. And I mean, it's trending as the batting average goes down, the power goes up. I guess it stops with Edward Julian, but then Buxton with his 7 bombs that we knew about. Kind of falls off though after Buxton. The next starter down is Trevor Larnach. Royce Lewis also not doing too much. And then their pitching, Pablo Lopez has been very nice. We helped him by only scoring 2 off of him. Ryan and Ober though, they're at least touchable. Paddock looks like he had one not so great start. And then the bullpen, Cole Sands has gotten the most work. Makes sense with what he did to me. He's also doing good. I mean, their top 4 most used relief pitchers all looking really good. Griffin Jax actually as the closer, I didn't realize that. 9 ERA. And then Duran has 7 innings with a 1.29 ERA. So yeah, man, they're performing. They are performing when it counts, but so are we. So here we go. Another jam to work out of. Marquez already has the 10 strikeouts. We are being no-hit. We're going to have to check on that too to make sure it's only a no-hitter. It's also in the rain. All right, well, before we get to work trying to get out of this situation here, I need to see. Do we have anything? We have a walk. Michael Toglia has drawn a walk, and then he got caught stealing. So we're not being perfect gamed, but we are being no-hit, and we've only sent the minimum up to the plate. And don't tell me we just gave up a run. Hilliard, you got a cannon, right? Yeah, we didn't even need a perfect throw. That could have been bad, but sometimes the CPU is not smart with their sends. All right, then. It's just me versus Joe Ryan. Just need to get in the hit column first. That's what we should worry about first. His pitch count is actually a bit on the higher side. I'm pretty sure that was pitch 80 here to start the 7th inning. I doubt that actually has an effect on his energy, though. Don't do it. Okay, and yeah, no, not a whole lot of effect on the energy. It's just below half. Lean into it. Stick that elbow out. Actually, something else must have happened. Probably not smart to pause on a 3-2, but didn't even register. But McMahon's our 2-hitter, so we haven't sent the minimum up to the plate. Oh, because they have an error. Yeah, I didn't even register that. Well, that makes the world a difference, right? We may as well be up by like 7. What? I guess that's proof of why it wasn't smart to pause on a 3-2 count. I lost the mindset right there. What am I looking at? I mean, with how I've been swinging at the splitters in the zone, probably wouldn't have been any different if I did swing. There we go. That is something at least. I think Tovar just went deep. Oh, he did! Off the top of the wall, Ezequiel Tovar. 4 homers this postseason. That's at least the 2nd I've hit with him. Might even be the 3rd. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that I didn't hit any with him in the regular season. I don't really remember doing that good with him in the regular season. I kind of feel like I remember it being a thing I didn't hit a homer with him. Well, that's huge. Not only did we erase the no-hitter, we erased the shutout, and we brought the game even with a lot of time to go. Doyle? That's actually a pretty solid swing, man. I wish it would have done more. It didn't feel like a great swing, but looking at the feedback, I got around on it. PCI's all the way covering it. That could have done a lot more. God, everything was away to Toglia, and I was ready for it. I actually sent it the other way for a 2-out double. And of course, now it's Veen up in this situation with 2 outs and the runner on 2nd. And there's the splitter again. That's got to be something, right? Don't get run down by Buxton. I thought I got all that. I thought that was headed for the bullpens. You probably could tell. All right, well, fine. Even with the disappointing end, we still at least did what we needed to do in our 1st inning of work and bring it back even. Marquez actually has a lot of energy left right now, so hopefully, if he can keep going smoothly here, we're just gonna let him go. Maybe not the best spot to leave your circle change, but if it works, it works. Oh, come on. We got to make a play here. We got to make a play here. That is a play. Look at the quick release. Forget what I said about defense being not the most important. Are we going to see another good defensive play here? Tovar this time? I could not have been more wrong when I said defense and speed were like the two least important things, because that shined through right there. Wow, that's a bad miss. Oh, come on. I really wanted something to be done this inning and not leave it for the bottom of the ninth. Inning's not over. It's not a very promising start to it. I don't think Romo's going to beat this out. Maybe he does. Okay, we're still alive. Good hustle. Let's make it pay off. All right, I'll take a walk. Now it's McMahon. And it's a new pitcher. That's probably not good. It's Brock Stewart. We haven't seen him yet, but he also hasn't given up a run. He also has a tough pitch mix, if I remember right. He could be not easy. Yep, 5 pitches. We got a sinker in there. We got a cutter. We don't have a splitter. Oh, but that's a cutter. Ooh, that might have been a little too close to take. I'm lucky. And then that one's right down the middle. Game, you don't have to be cruel like that. God, that is brutal. That's a brutal way to end a promising 2-out rally. I guess maybe it's fitting. With all the walk-off wins, all the 9th inning heroics we've had this season, it's gonna take one more walk-off to win what should hopefully be our last home game of the year. I'm also asking Marquez to give me the 9th inning against the middle of the order, 3, 4, 5. And okay, that's a start. Weak grounder to second. Oh, he was on that. He was ready, but we got a guy right there. And we got him under it. 9 innings for German Marquez in the World Series. It ends here. We don't let it get to extras. We also have 3, 4, 5. I've already gone deep with Tovar. I've had some extra base hits with Doyle and Tolia. This is who we want up. Tovar, that's got to get down. It is. It's not getting caught. He just let it off with a double. He hits the home run that ties it, and now he puts himself in scoring position to lead off the bottom of the 9th. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. Brenton Doyle, we hit back-to-back doubles to walk it off. Just like I said, a fitting way to hopefully end our games at Coors Field. With all the walk-offs we hit, all the 9th inning heroics, I'm just repeating what I said at the start of the inning. This was always how it was gonna end. Man, it might not have looked good. I might not have hit good today, but we did enough. Back-to-back 2-1 wins at home to give us a 2-0 World Series lead. I wish it showed run differential and I wouldn't have to go and calculate it myself, because just based on memory alone, for being 11-0 to this point in the playoffs, we probably don't have a crazy run differential. Because I mean, here we're up 2-0 in the series. We're also only +2 in terms of run differential. All right, but that win is going to send us on the road to Minnesota, which I don't know why this thought just came to mind, but is Minnesota, are the Twins actually like the closest team to the Rockies geographically? I mean, the Rockies, Colorado's kind of right in the middle of no man's land there. The Twins might be the closest to them. But anyway, going on the road to get the job done. Let's see what it's going to look like. We're down a run again. We can't win this one 2-1. It's impossible. We could lose it 2-1. But with a 2-0 series lead, that's where we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. And man, if everything goes according to plan, next episode could be the last one. But for now, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me again, and I will see you next time.